Hi, my name is Veronica Silva, and my major is sociology, and I have a minor in political science. My interest in immigration or anything pertaining to immigration is that I want to go to law school to be an immigration lawyer, and I moved from Colombia, South America, when I was 3.5 years old. So obviously that's something that I personally went through with my family. Well, I think that the response is completely accurate, and they're entitled to protest and respond the way they have, just because they were protected by the government to be able to study here and not have to worry about being deported. And all of a sudden, that program's been cut. So they are left not really knowing what's going to happen, how long they have here. And at any moment, they could get deported to a country that they have no idea about the culture. Some of them don't even speak the language. And most of them were brought over illegally when they were babies, and they had absolutely no decision over moving to the United States. And all they wanted to do was be able to further their education and go to high school and college. So most people that had Daca, they basically knew the United States as their home, and they became completely comfortable with living here. They learned the language. All of their friends were U.S. citizens. Most of them hadn't even been back to their native country to visit. Most of them don't know anything besides the United States, and they view this as their home, so they were scared that they could possibly be deported and sent back to a country that they know nothing of, when this is where their homes are, their friends are, and they're just used to this culture in general, which is very different than like our native countries that are very different and more like family oriented, less working, not as high education as the United States. I believe that if they have been here for a while and they haven't done anything, they don't have a criminal record, and they've just been going to school, they should not be deported or made to leave randomly at whatever time that they feel like, because they've contributed to the society, and most of them have jobs that are giving a lot of money to the economic system. They have like tutoring programs that they run because they speak Spanish and English. So there's a lot of jobs and opportunities that they have opened by being bilingual or being from another country. If they don't have any criminal records, they're not doing anything wrong for the country. They're only adding educated people that are going to go out into the workforce here in the United States and add more into the economic flow. So it would kind of be taking out a positive factor of our country, just because people don't want people that were brought over illegal, even though everyone here is an immigrant at some point. To dreamers that are wanting to stay here, I would definitely say keep fighting towards what you believe, just because I'm fortunate enough that I was not brought over illegally. But if I was, I can't imagine me being a student at East Carolina and having to randomly leave all of my friends and not even be able to, sell my belongings and just like get up and move to another country after being here for like 19 to 20 years. So I think that would be crazy. So I would definitely suggest them to get a lawyer, be informed, try to do whatever they can to stay here the most amount of time. And to people that want them to leave, I just don't really understand that, and I'm biased in the opinion that I think that's just absolutely crazy, that someone who's just trying to better their life and get an education, people want out of their country. So I don't really understand that whatsoever, but I would just tell people that want them out to meet people that are actually immigrants, and they'll see that people paint a picture of what immigrants are that is completely negative and not true. And immigrants can be some of the most like hardworking people if you actually get to know them. So a lot of them do want to adapt to the culture. So I would just say educate yourself more and meet different people that aren't exactly like you, and you'll probably have a different point of view.